Hello friends, I'm and today we're diving the fantastic world of Linux again. And specifically, we're gonna talk about Arch and its problems. Like yes, I've been creating videos about how amazing Arch Linux is, but we cannot ignore the fact that Arch Linux is still way too bleeding edge, very unstable as compared to others, and not that preferred for daily use. And yeah, I've been using Arch Linux for literally a long time, like my past 20 videos are about Arch Linux. And finally, I know that, yep, I'm gonna distro hop again to Fedora. Now, Fedora is not better or well, it is stable, but not better. But I know one thing that I'm not gonna face a few issues of Arch Linux on Fedora. That's the only reason, and I want to try it out because, yeah, I'm a Linux user. I'm gonna first try it out before completely switching to it. Now, in this video, I'm going to talk about the problems when you're using Arch Linux for some time, and after some time, the problems which occurred to me. It's like when the whole operating system was fresh installed, everything was just great, perfect. But then as time passed, I installed a lot of packages, AUR packages, did a lot of tweaking and other stuff, which I am the only one who's responsible for all of that, and most of the problems in this video, I'm gonna still talk about them in the video. Yep. So let's get started, shall we? And yeah, the first thing, as you can see, the video is not that smooth, like sometimes it's smooth, sometimes it's not. That is another effect of, long time usage of Arch Linux. Now let's start with the obvious one. As you can see, the performance deterioration, which means just like the performance goes down and down and down as time passes. And there are particular reasons for that. Let me just first, yeah, another thing. I have this new wallpaper. The link is in the description of all these type of wallpapers. So yeah, don't forget to check them out. And let me just show you one thing. So we all know that I'm using NVIDIA GPUs. So there's a tool called NVIDIA SMI, which shows all the details and things about my GPU. Now, as you can see, the first problem is that it only goes to 35 watts on charging, which means you see, it used to be 50 watts, but I'm literally seeing 15 watts decrease. I know how this happened, but now it is capped. It's limited to 35 watts. I cannot use the full potential of my GPU. Then, along with that, in my most favorite games like these, I'm gonna just run the video. Well, I'm just gonna run the clip of my previous video. As you can see right now in this clip, earlierly I used to have 70 to 80 FPS while recording the videos. That was really insane at the highest graphics. Now at the lowest graphics, I'm actually like seeing 20, 15 FPS. That's the difference of how Arch Linux feels like at the starting when you freshly install it, and then after a month of usage. And then there are some glitches related to applications. For example, there's this tool called Green with Envy, which I use to, tweak my NVIDIA GPU, but now it is unsupported because you see, the version of the drivers get updated. You know, it's like multiple set of tools are used to run a particular function. For example, tweaking my GPU. Now there's just driver and there's this tool. Now both of them are supposed to be at the same level of the update and version. But due to the updates of Arch Linux are bleeding edge, my GPU gets updated and now the tool cannot access the GPU properly as you saw. Let me just show you again. There we go. This problem. It cannot even find the extension. It feels like there's no NVIDIA proprietary driver. And you see then there are these tools. As you see, this is NVIDIA Prime, which is used to switch between dedicated and integrated GPU. Now, Optimus does not work. NVIDIA Prime, it does works, but it is literally useless. Like it shows me that I can easily switch between Intel device and NVIDIA device, but first thing, I have a bloody AMD device. And then whenever I just try to switch to NVIDIA device, it asks me everything like the password and stuff. And then you see it says that things are applied, but they're not. And then we have the other applications, for example, this CPU power GUI, which I use to tweak my CPU, but I cannot tweak my GPU at all. That is why I then installed another application called Core CTL, which allows me to tweak my GPU in particular. And even if I try to do that from low to high and stuff and apply them, it doesn't work. It feels like my GPU has some shielding over it. While it is Linux, I'm supposed to have better performance, better control over my system, but it feels like I'm limited. And then you see, I cannot change my power modes from here. Like, even if I go to settings, hey, can I use my Realme Pad LT camera? Is that possible? Let me just try. Okay, so is it possible that I can actually use its LT camera? Let me just try one thing. I just saw it. So maybe I'm gonna need to go there. Preference, no. Hey, I'll be able to use OBS if that is the case. So I'm gonna need a video capture device, which is here. Okay. There, no, it is not. It is just a glitch. Okay, it's just a glitch. Well, to be sure, that was my tablet's camera, which I don't know how it is showing it here. Now, leaving that, whenever I go to power, you see I cannot even change power modes. That is why I actually ended up building a whole power tool for myself, which I call PowerX. It's just a Python script which allows me to see everything about my CPU and GPU. So as you can see, it is right now in performance mode. It is just the CPU's governor. The fan speed is 4600 RPM, which used to be 7000 RPM, but it also has decreased somehow. Then here's my NVIDIA GPU temperature, load, everything. So I have these power modes. Whenever I apply them, they don't seem to be applied. Really. Like most of the performance stuff has really just crashed down way too badly. And now I cannot even control my performance profiles and things. I cannot. Like if I go to NVIDIA SMI again, as you can see, it is still limited to 35 watts. Really bad. Now talking about other things, then they're all working pretty fine. Like Discord, it's working really nicely. And I don't want it to update my Discord, but yeah, let it. Yeah, about that. If you have not joined our Discord channel, then go there. Like, yes, I'm not so active on other social medias as I'm on YouTube, but it still feels nice to have a community of people with similar interests. Now leaving that, you see my video editor seems to be working really nice. Like the DaVinci Resolve Studio is working pretty nicely. Really nice. Like all my projects and stuff, it's working nice. Yep, it is. And yeah, besides, let me just show you one thing. You see, I really want this hairstyle again. Because as you can see me right now, literally, well, the thing is, I went to a trip, and in that trip, I literally forgot my comb along with my aloe vera, which I used to style my hair, my face wash, my toothbrush, literally everything. Yeah, today I'll go and buy them, but yeah, you're gonna have to see me in these sort of hairstyle for some times, like a few videos. Because today I'm creating a bunch of videos while installing, you know. So the thing is, after this video, which is about the problems of Arch Linux I'm facing, after that I'm gonna install Fedora, like distro hop again. And I'm gonna install all these applications you can see right now here. I'm gonna tweak my Fedora's desktop and create particular videos for you so you can see how I set up my desktop. And yeah, there's another thing. You see, let me just show you one thing. Like this wallpaper I saw on a video about, hey, just don't see that. Okay, so you see, I was searching for Microsoft's new Surface Laptop 13-inch. It's a new laptop in the budget range, almost like, almost equal to my laptop's price. And as I was searching for it, I saw this beautiful unboxing. Let me just first do this like that. Now let's just watch it for a little. So as you can see, like really, this Microsoft laptop looks beautiful, like gorgeous. Like the whole packaging and everything, it's Microsoft. Now I know as a Linux user, I should not be saying that, but yeah, Microsoft did a really great job here. You see, it is just beautiful and gorgeous. It's really trying to mimic Mac OS, MacBooks and stuff, but yeah, as a Windows laptop, with a Snapdragon X processor. It's really beautiful. And just take a look at the wallpaper and the setup. It really looks gorgeous. And yeah, I'm still searching for the exact wallpaper like that one. Yep, it does looks beautiful. And that's what I tried to mimic here. Yeah. Now, the wallpaper link is in the description. Don't worry about it. Well, let's just try to turn my Fedora desktop into something beautiful. Yep, let's do that. I'm gonna distro hop. I'm gonna set up my whole deal there, and then transform this beautiful GNOME desktop into voila. And it is still updating my Discord. Literally, man. You see, these are the things I don't like about Arch Linux. Every day I wake up, I'm gonna see a new update. Like, I just updated everything yesterday. Now, if I just search for sudo pacman -syu, that is gonna literally scan all the updates for me. Now, I want you to see this in a minute, because my internet is really slow. I don't know why, but today for the past few days, my internet is literally near to death. Really. Well, let's just wait for 30 seconds. And now, as you can see, these are all the new updates. Literally, man. Like, there's this update from NVIDIA driver as well, which I will not do because it will literally break my whole system. Well, I'm obviously gonna distro hop, but as you can see, almost every application has been updated to something, and it is a 1.1 GB update with updating almost every part of the system. Like, I don't want to update my system daily, like all the components of system, and take a look at weird updates, crashes, issues due to, version displacements and wrong things. I don't want that. And that is why I'm actually switching from Arch Linux to Fedora now. I wanted to search for a lot of other distributions which could provide me GNOME desktop with a stable experience. Well, we can actually search that right now. So there was Vanilla OS, but you see, Vanilla OS is immutable and I need to do some video editing and gaming. Now, whenever I say gaming, you might wonder, why don't I just go on with Pop OS? Like, Pop OS is really amazing, but if you go to their website and try to download it, you're gonna see the reality. So, if we go to download, and the problem is the version. This Pop OS version was released almost like 2 or 3 years ago, and it is still not updated. Now, I want to say one thing, that Pop! OS is literally the best distribution for gaming, video editing, everything, and it will allow me to switch between my integrated GPU with dedicated GPU. But it is out of date, like literally 2 or 3 years old. Now, I I would agree to go on with Popeyes if that was just the case, but it is not because it still uses GNOME 42, and we're living in, and this is GNOME 48. Like, it's a really big downgrade for me. Now, I know what you're telling, like, I could have just updated everything, but that would just mean that I'll have to literally make everything just like Arch Linux, setting up everything by myself. Now, there was just then another one which was Zorin OS, and Zorin OS was literally the first choice I thought about because it was really beautiful, nice, and the whole desktop would look good for me. But, and there's a big but, I was just a little not comfortable with the whole deal. Like, the customizations would be a little limited out of the box. Now, it would be really great, but not that much. Like, yes, it looks gorgeous, everything will be beautiful, and maybe I might end up giving it a try, but isn't it obvious that, hey, is that NVIDIA symbol? Maybe. Now, Zorin OS works beautifully with NVIDIA GPUs as well, and it is made for gaming. Like, whenever you go to their official website, the first thing you're gonna see are games. Like, as you can see here, multitasking, the whole desktop. It is a little obvious. But then, after trying so many things, I just know one thing, that I need more power and control over my system. And that is why I'm deciding to go on with Fedora. Now, this video was supposed to be particularly dedicated to problems of Arch Linux, but the title is gonna be like, something like Arch Linux review or Arch Linux problems after this days or Arch Linux problems and dash I'm gonna distro hop again. Something like that. So yeah, this is just a video about me sharing my problems of Arch Linux and the reasons I'm gonna distro hop to Fedora. Yep, I believe that's it for today's video. The next video is definitely gonna be about me switching from Arch Linux to Fedora, the process and everything. Yep, and I'm gonna meet you in the next video. Till then, I'm signing out.